Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Scratch tutorial. Today I am going to be teaching you how to use the blocks in the sensing category. If you want me to continue this series, please get this video to 2 likes. And if you want me to also teach you the extensions, also get this video to 4 likes. If you want me to teach you Dash and Dot, which is also a coding software like Scratch, also please, I beg you, get this video to, let me see. Please also get this video to 6 likes. Yeah, 6 likes is good. Okay, so let's get on with it. So first we have the touching. So this one is if it is touching mouse pointer or edge or a sprite. You can add more sprites to see that, but for now I'm just going to stick with if touching mouse pointer. So let's go to control, drag an if block, and let's do this. Oh, and by the way, for some reason my Scratch quit and restarted, so unfortunately all of my old sounds are gone. Like the no, the alarm, but we have new sounds like correct, which I will be using in this video. Okay, so let's start this up. If touching mouse pointer, play meow. So right now it goes on forever because the mouse pointer is just staying there, but if you remove it, it goes away. And then, wait, let me just get one of these really quick. Okay, so if we do if touching edge, now the mouse pointer doesn't do anything, but if it touches the edge, it continuously says meow. So let's get rid of that. Keep this. And if you want me to, by the way guys, I want your opinion on this. If you want me to make the screen smaller or larger in my Scratch tutorials, please tell me because it's important. Like the spacing, if you want to see more of this part and less of this part, or more of this part and less of this part. So please tell me, but for now I'll keep it like this because I've had no suggestions yet. Okay, so let's go on to the next block. Next block is the if touching color. This one continues your script if it's touching that specific color. So let's do this. Let's record a sound. Let's call it, oh, the pain! Oh, the pain! Okay, let's edit. Oh, the pain! Nice. Let's see it reverse. Oh, the pain! Okay, so let's rename it. Oh, the pain. Okay. So the red is probably going to be a pool of blood. Oh god, if there are kids watching, I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's make a new sprite. Paint. And why don't we make it red? No outline. Just a small square. Which we will actually not a square, a circle. We will soon be turning this into a pool of blood. So I'll change it into a pool of blood and I will be back. Okay guys, so here I have the code. Let's just imagine this is Ebola. I know it doesn't look anything like Ebola for you older kids, but I just don't want it to be too graphic. So here I have a simple code. When flag clicked, set drag mode to draggable. And if touching color red, say oh the pain for 2.42 seconds. And play sound oh the pain until done. Then, it will, when flag clicked, if touching Ebola, then broadcast message 1. If I receive message 1, then go to X0 and Y0. So let's test it out. And oh, the pain! Yep, it works. So that's basically what touching color does. Oh, the pain! Actually, let me also show you color. Oh, the pain! Actually, let's see. If color, let's take a sample of this. if that color is touching this color, then it says this. So let's see. Is it gonna work? I don't think it's gonna work. Let me try a different shade of it. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Oh, I don't think it's gonna work. Wait, let me send this to front. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, so this one, it checks if this color is touching that color. Actually, let's quickly just do this. So if color, let's get a sample of this. This is touching color red, then it continues on with the script. So let's see if this is going to work. Forever, it checks forever if it's going to do. Play sound pop, yeah, sure. Okay, let's restart it. I don't know why this isn't working. Okay, let's try a different approach. Okay. Yep. As you can see, now it works. So I think the lines are too thin, or it just wasn't enough to set it off, but that's basically what the color touching thing does. So I'm just gonna hide the blood just in case we need it in the future. Okay, so next we have the distance to mouse pointer, or distance to blood. This just checks for your distance to blood. So let's see distance to blood. 178 point blah 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 blah. So let's see. I think I can make a code out of this, and I will be back when I'm done with that. Okay, so right now we have the script over here. And so what this does is it checks if my distance to blood is 178. But for this to be super accurate, you should not have any decimals at the end, or else you have to type all of it in. So I have to change my position. So what I would recommend, if you don't want any decimals, is to set the Y position to the same Y position, just the X position to a different position. So the Y is the same, but the X isn't. So our distance to blood, if it equals 178, then it plays the sound of the paint until done. So that's why I have a marker over here. So not much. Doesn't work right now. But if I set this to this, as you can see, what it's doing is it's checking forever, and if it is there, then it happens. I don't know how I'm gonna manage this, but I want to try this. On my Crocs. Okay, so let's get exact positions. Okay, the distance to mouse pointer is actually quite hard, so I'm not going to show this in this video. It's super hard to actually get exact, but I might show it in another video. Get rid of the blood. Oops, I accidentally got rid of the blood. So next we have the ask and answer. So ask, actually let's turn answer on. So our answer, we don't have an answer here. If it asks what's your name, I'm just going to put Scratch Tutorial. Then my answer equals to Scratch Tutorial. So I'm going to make 2 scripts with this, and I will be back. Okay guys, so here I have two really simple scripts for the ask and answer block. So the ask, what is the color of my outline? So as you can see, well, you don't have to be a genius to figure this out. His outline is black. If your answer is equal to black, so let's try this out. If your answer is equal to black, it will just say correct for forever. But if your answer is not black, so let's just say woo, then it will just give you a you suck face. Sorry YouTube. No, please don't do anything to my channel. It will just give you a sorry, wrong answer. So next we have the ask what is your name and wait. Afterwards, actually you can even ask your variable. You can put variables in these. Let's see. My variable equals 0. So 0. So you can actually set my variable to what is your name, but it's more simple to just literally put the actual thing in here. But anyway, set my variable to what is your name, and then let's see. What is your name? Yeah, that's what happens. So then you say your name. So I'll do Scratch tutorials, and we'll say hello Scratch tutorials. So I will also write another quick simple code with this, and I will be back. So guys, this is the mystery question. So are you subscribed to Scratch tutorials? Well, since I technically can't subscribe to my own channel, I'm just gonna say this in my friend's perspective because he subscribed to my channel. So I'll just say yes, and let's see what happens. I'm sorry that you're not subscribed to my channel, so can you please subscribe to my... Okay, I have a few problems to fix. I'll be back. Okay, so guys, the problem wasn't actually with my script, it was with the way I typed it. You actually have to be super specific when you're typing your answer, so let's see. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you enjoy my videos. Yay! Okay, so next we have the else statement. No. I'm gonna break my keyboard. I'm sorry that you're not subscribed to my channel, so can you please subscribe to my channel? It would make me really happy, and you'll learn a lot of stuff. Thank you. So that's that. So here's the actual script. As your activity of the day, I want you to go on Scratch and create a script like this. After I teach you some of the other properties, but still anyway, I want you to create a script like this using the ask and the answer blocks. And after you create it on Scratch website, if you don't have the Scratch app, please give me a link to your Scratch project and let me see and let me write a comment, let me like it, or let me just, if you have a problem, please tell me. So I want you to create a script with the ask and answer block. So that's that. Next, let's see what we have. Next, we have the key space press. Oh, this has got to be my favorite block. So I'll show you what it does in just a sec. So here's the script, guys. The if key, arrow, or whatever key you want is pressed, what it does is it forever checks if your key is pressed. You have a variety of choices like numbers, letters, up arrow keys, any key, space key. So this just checks if your right arrow is pressed. So right now it's false, but let me just click my right arrow, and right now it's true. So this is really good for movement scripts for your Scratch game. So let's see how it works. Boom! I have a working sprite control system. Yay! Now, you can copy the script into your own projects. Just take a screenshot or pause the video. You can copy it into your own scripts. It's super easy, but there's one warning I have to give you. I'm sorry. There are consequences. Actually, not consequences, it's just a warning so you don't mess up. You have to go into your direction tab and set your direction not to all around, not to don't like turn around. You have to set it to left, right, or you can just go into the motion blocks and choose the set rotation style to. If we set it to all around, this is what happens. Oof! We just ruined our perfect script. No! but it was just so perfect. So don't forget to set it to left, right. So let's see what we have next. Next we have the mouse down. This forever checks if your mouse is down. So let's see what we can create here. Forever, if mouse down, then let's say play sound meow. So let's see. So if I click here, if I click here, if I click here, what this does is it just forever checks if your mouse is down. So let's see what we have next. Next we have the mouse X and mouse Y variable, or just number input blocks. So let's see what we can do. So this is actually an alternative to glide 1 second or go to the mouse pointer. So let's say, actually I like glide more. So let's say glide, forever glide 0.6 seconds, 6 seconds to your mouse's X and your mouse's Y. So this is actually a good way to check your mouse's X or your mouse's Y. Because in Scratch 2.0, you could actually see your mouse's position. I don't know if you could do this in 3.0, but it's not working for me. So let's see. If you want to see your mouse's X and Y, just look down at your coordinates. Because this will forever go to your mouse's X and Y, and it's much more accurate than they just go to. And it's much more manageable. So let's just set this to 0. 0. Well, actually, I'll also do a video explaining what the X and Y are if you don't know what they are. So next we have the set drag mode 2. This one, it just like controls if your game's characters are draggable, because Scratch automatically sets this at the beginning. If you actually like start a game, yeah, Bell, sure. If you start a game, if you play a game in Scratch, most of the time you can't actually drag around the character unless the creator of the game says so, because Scratch automatically sets this to not draggable. So while you're playing a game in Scratch, it's not like the editor. You can't actually like drag it around. But if you set drag mode to draggable, then even while you're playing your game, you can actually drag your characters. So yeah, those are your options, draggable and not draggable. But these do not apply in the Scratch editor. Actually, I want to see our guy with a hat. Go backward 1 layer. Yes, Scratch cat with a cat. I mean a hat. Actually, I just want to rotate this to be straight. And then I'll actually send our Scratch cat back. And now we have the Officer Scratch Cat. If you want to see more of Officer Scratch Cat, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys. So next we have the loudness and timer. So yeah, timer's actually separate for it. But wow, these sensing blocks are a lot. So the loudness, it actually doesn't detect the loudness in your game, which I forgot to mention in my events video. It actually detects the loudness of your voice. As you can see, I reached the 100 there, so this is how high my voice is going. But I just love doing that. So check your loudness. So we can. I actually want to explain this block too. When loudness is over 10, let's say play sound bell tone. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, be very quiet. I have to whisper right now. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. Get your volume up to full, because I'm going to try this. I was literally just whispering and it happened. Let's set this to a 50. Oh god. Let's set this to a 65. Okay, so let's see if I can... 80. Okay, finally I can speak normally. So if I reach an 80, yeah, that will happen. But this can actually, I think this code can actually help you monitor your voice in videos to see if your voice is too high or too low. So, yeah, that's the loudness. You can use this as an input too. Next, you have the timer and reset timer blocks. These are very self-explanatory. Timer, it's an input and just shows you how long you've been on this or how long it's been since you resetted it. Reset, it just resets it back to 0. So those are quite simple. So then we have the backdrop of stage, or as it used to be called, X position, Y position, direction, or costume name or size or volume of the sprites. It's different for stages or sprite. So these are the options for sprite. But if you're making a shooter game, I would recommend that you use direction for your bullets, because it will always point in the direction of your sprite, but it will go properly. So you have X position, Y position, direction, costume, hash, costume name, size, volume. And yeah, for stage you have backdrop name, actually backdrop hash this one, backdrop name, volume, and my variable. So those are those. Most of these are quite self-explanatory, but some of them are actually hard to understand. So then we have the current year. Our current year is 2020. Our current month is 8. Our current date is 13. Oh, my VPN's disconnected. No. Please let me know if the video stops at this point in the comments down below. So your day of week. It's Friday. Friday, it's Thursday for me. How come? Hour, 20, yeah, it's 8 o'clock here. Minute, 37. And second, this one's just a fun one. It's just like a counter, like your timer. Just doesn't show the decimals. So let's just disable all of these. Year. And this one just shows how many days it's been since the year 2000. That's probably the year Scratch was launched. I don't even know that, so why don't we just check this out? Join days since 2000 with this is too long. Okay, so let's see. And then we want our sprite to say this for 2 seconds. Go. Yeah, that works fine. You can also use this as an input. But next we have the final one, the username. Okay, so I think I can do something with this. I think I have a plan with this, but I'll be back for that. Okay, so I literally couldn't think of anything with this. So right now, let's see. Username equals nothing. Username equals nothing. True. Yeah, so right now, since I'm not on the Scratch website, the username block doesn't really work. So what it's supposed to do is, if you have a Scratch account, it detects your username. My Scratch account is Doorbird1234, my Scratch account. So what it does is it changes username to Doorbird1234. So basically, guys, that's going to be it for today. That's the sensing category. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. This has been Scratch Tutorials. Peace.